Oh, the music. Hello, humans. Silver here. And today, I am playing Pheonix Wright, Ace Attorney. Honestly, this is one of my favorite games. I played this game when I was a child. I never played I never played past the first one. Oh my god, the music. It's too loud on my headphones. There we go. I never played past the first one, simply because I lost my 3DS. And I was really annoyed, because I had finally bought all the Professor Layton games. And I was on the 5th one. And then the store near me had all Pheonix Wright, so I bought all of them as well, and I was going to play them afterwards. I then lose everything, and then I find out that Pheonix Wright and Professor Layton had a crossover. That's so unfair. And yeah, it's always just been on my mind, and now it's on the Xbox Game Pass. So why the hell not would I play it? Oh, let's go! Oh, you pick individually. I thought Trials and Tribulations he had different hair. Why does it look like he has a he has like the strand on his chin that old goat masters have? I don't know why it's there, but it's funny. Let's go. First turnabout. Why not? No, the problem is it's going to be voices, isn't it? Great. Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. Oh yeah, there's the music. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby number 2. Oh my gosh, I miss this game so much. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, so good. Boy, I'm nervous. Right. Hiya, Chief. Phew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Pheonix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yeah. Actually, I kinda owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. It's just... I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life! Everything! It's all over! I don't know why I love Mia's eyes, it's great. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. Oh, the sparkly eyes. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Ah, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspaper says it was you. Oh, I love the music. My name is Pheonix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Ketchup everywhere! A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butz. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the Butz. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. My brain just wants to smack the table because I know it's coming. And that's just what I'm gonna do, goddammit! Ah, my chair. There we go. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom 2.
Silence in the court! Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butz.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The, defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, handshaking, eyesight fading. Oh God. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
Larry Butz.
The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butz, Your Honor.
Correct. I agree. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question.
I've just realized I changed his voice.
This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name?
Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Pheonix! Are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name! Oh, the victim. Well, of course, I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the tab to check it at any time, okay? Remember, to check it often, do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case?
Tab.
Ah!
Cindy. Cool.
Bullshit for back.
Why is it backspace? Out of everything, why backspace? Cindy Stone. the victim's name is Cindy Stone.
Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object.
She was struck once by a blunt object.
Correct. You answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure.
Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
I changed his voice again.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts this into evidence.
Statue added to the court record. A statue in the shape of the Thinker. It's rather heavy.
Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence.
Jesus Christ, I put her voice too high.
Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court.
Use the tab to check the court record frequently. It's so weird seeing tab completely different.
Silence! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
I changed his voice again. I'm terrible at this.
The prosecution called...
I can't say the word prosecution.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butz, to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now?
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Hey! See, he looks like a cool dude without the crying.
Mr. Butz, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
I can't shout.
Hey!
Watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just must have taken my phone calls or seeing me. Ever.
What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butz, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them?
Lies. All of it lies. I don't believe a word. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Passport added to the court record.
Thank you.
So helpful.
Indeed.
She appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way.
The victim was a model student, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies? Sugar?
Yes, old men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude.
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butz, what do you think of her now?
Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? Stop him from answering. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case.
Ooh!
Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant?
That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
Silence! Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the... Pardon my face, Jesus. All these voices. Give me too much gas. Hold on. There we go. I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quiet.
Oh boy. This is so not looking good.
Next question.
Wrong voice. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? No. Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, but maybe I didn't. He went there. What do I do? Have him answer honestly. I know. I'll send him a signal. Smack. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went.
Silence in the court! Order! Order!
Steak and chips, please.
Not that kind of order.
Well, Mr. Butz. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, I didn't see her. Objection! Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying?
The prosecution would like to... I can't fucking say prosecution. The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butz is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? I keep giving them, evil voices near the end. Who is your witness? Tell me.
The man who found...
Wrong voice. The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order! Order!
Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Fang saw it to the stand. Really? I forgot that was his name. Frankly, I saw it. Cool. Great name. Definitely not a fake name. Ta-da. Mr. Sawyer, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh yes. Newspapers, yes.
Mr. Sword, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Witness account. I'm looking at his face and I'm trying to figure out his voice. One that doesn't hurt my throat for hours. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran away, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor... I forgot his voice. Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. My phone did a thing. Oh no. My phone? My computer, the thing. Oh, hold on, my fridge is on. And now all is just fair in this game of war.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Blackout record added to the court record. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon till 6 p.m. on the day of the crime.
Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor? All right, this is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. I've changed her voice. Now she's male. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. That was less dramatic than it should have been. I can't fucking speak. Leave me alone, okay? Okay. Open the court record with tab and point out contradictions in the testimony. I will do my best, Miss Mia. Witness's account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Door half open. Wait, hold on. Time of death 4-1, you said she died at 1. 4-5, you said she died at 1. Ha-ha! 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 Let's keep going. Big and strange, I looked inside the apartment that I saw her lying. I quailed in fright. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in the apartment was working. I went to a nearby park to find a public phone. I remember the time exactly, it was 1 p.m. Well, too bad, fuckface. I have evidence. Objection! You found the body at 1 p.m.? You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Lies! Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. Could you explain this 3-hour gap? Objection! I love his objection. It sounds amazing. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
No. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. I changed the voice. See through one, their whole story falls apart. Boom, boom, boom. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again?
Oh, lovely. The time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Well, there was a blackout. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video or a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Well, sadly, fuckface, there was a power out, so the TV cannot be turned on. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. I've got it. Believe it. Okay, quickly, let's get to it. When you see... There was a voice saying it was probably coming from the television. Hoo-yah! Hoo-yee! Hoo-yah! Hold it right there. Turn around slowly, so I can look at your face. The prosecution... I can't fucking say prosecution. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sword? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Oh. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sword, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. And you seem rather... Oh, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sword. Let's hear your testimony one more, please. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time, I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. Wait, hold on. You saw the clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Okay, wait, hold on. So you saw there was a clock. Okay, cool. How do you know it's a clock? Sorry, Jesus, these voices are too much. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Saw It. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Now, Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witnesses stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Yes. It doesn't look like a clock. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way you could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Why the back of his head is square? Order in the court.
Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Sword, the sound must have left quite an impression on you.
Blip, blip.
Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never, look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean I saw.
Oh god, that's disgusting.
Shut up! I hate you! It was him! I tell you, I saw him! He killed her, and he should burn! Give him death!
Again, squarehead. I don't get it.
Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claim.
Mr. Wright,
Your Honor?
you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Your Honor? The sound Mr. Sawyer heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear is simply if you simply examine the clock's bearings, ask the neighbor, try sounding the clock. I didn't press it. There we go. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? Hold on, I'm drinking. Number. Ah, that was sour for some reason. I asked the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25.
That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker, after all.
So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, could you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25. Ah!
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sword heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sword, try to talk your way out of this one.
You forgot one thing.
Uh-oh. What's he talking about now?
While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case.
Really? There's enough case of you violently panicking. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close.
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sword.
I come all this way here to testify, and look at what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyer's old slime.
Ugh, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sword. What? I love the judge's face when he's surprised.
Chief! Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think.
But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it.
Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right? Can't you think of it? That's really fucking hard to discern. Can't you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? She was in Paris. She went abroad. Wait, is Paris 3 hours behind or 3 hours ahead? It's not 3 hours slow. Is France 3 hours ahead? Wait, no, maybe this is this America or is this Japan? I can't remember what country this is based in. Okay. Wait! Maybe I can prove it! You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words! Let's see you pull this one off.
Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
Passport! Abroad! Take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. Tap. There we go. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sword? Or should I say, Mr. Did It?
Order! Order! Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butz,
Not guilty.
Confetti!
and with that, the court is adjourned.
Boop. It turns out that Frank saw it was the common burglar. He posed as the newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of their house. That day. When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sword let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sword grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. The ketchup. Why? Why the red mustard?
August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 2.
Ah, the music's amazing. Can I save? I can. Cool. I saved. I want to save there. Thank you. Cool. I want to go back. I forgot. It's bullshit. Okay, cool. I'm actually going to leave that there for this episode. I just dropped my pen. Cool. Well, humans, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I really do want to keep playing this, so I think I will, even if you guys don't want me to. It's going to be a filler, so it's not going to be all the time, but I am taking a break from BioShock for a while, because my brain just doesn't want to play it. I've been playing it too much too frequently, so I'm going to take a break. I say too much too frequently. You probably don't even know what's happened. I've had to catch up
at least every other week because the save file gets corrupted. So, yeah, this will be my intermediate. This will be when I'm relaxing. I will play Pheonix Wright. Anyways, I shall see you all next time. This is Exo Silver signing out.
Such beautiful music. I could listen to this all day.